Good morning. Top of the morning to you. Today I want us to take one more trip back through Jesus' art gallery. Remember, we were calling these portraits in Luke 14 and 15 portraits Jesus painted of the kingdom. And it all began really with a story, even though I'm calling that a portrait, that set the stage for the rest of them. I want to remind us of that one. So let me read this story again to you. It begins like this. One Sabbath day, Jesus was in the home of our leader. We were watching him closely because there was a man there whose legs and arms were swollen. Jesus asked us, "Well, is it permitted in the law to heal people on the Sabbath or not?" When we refused to answer, then Jesus touched the sick man, healed him, and then sent him away. But then turned back to us and said, "Which of you doesn't work on the Sabbath? If your son or daughter, your cow or cat or dog fall into a pit, don't you proceed at once to get him out?" Well, there was no answer we could give for that. Well, the word that jumps out at me in this portrait this time is the word Sabbath. That was the day God had set apart for rest, for refreshment, and yes, for fun, because it was the day away from work, a day with one another, a day focused on Him and on one another and love. That's the spirit of it. But if on such a day, one of my sons or daughters, one of my cats or dogs fell into a pit, yes, without a thought, I would proceed immediately to get them out, and so would you, and so would even the Pharisees. After all, the purpose of Sabbath rest, spiritual refreshment, and from God's point of view, even the other fun times He gives us, and escapes He gives us, anything that refreshes us, is so that we are the most strengthened to then help the ones of us who don't get to experience that, who fall into a pit instead, to come out, to pull them out. So, here's my prayer for you and me today. Lord, help our activity, our rest, our refreshment, our unity to strengthen, yes, and refresh us, and keep us aware of You, Your presence, Your compassion, and Your goodness, so that when we see someone or something, or like an animal, get caught in a pit, separated from this gracious sense of Your blessing, we are the most able and desirous to restore him to You, to fellowship, and to health. Thank You for Your gifts today.